travelers, how are we all doing? Right, I don't remember what we were doing, but we're going to jump back into it. Hopefully I'll remember while it loads, because I don't have a clue. Oh. Give me my coiny things. Yeah. Oh, something about a pigeon, a child. I would like to buy one of those, please. Which leaves me with 69 and 2 wishes. What was the thing with a child? No, let me see what it was. Oh, it's just a side quest. Oh, all names are noble. Where's that? Let's go do that. Do we have food? We have some food. I don't think we got any level up things. We've now used all those. Alright. He's doing well with his. Right. What was this one then?
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far.
All of the enemies.
Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I know it wasn't me, but still.
Hey, Catherine, it's us! Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The
That's good.
Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
It's a lot of information, Catherine. That'll lead to a faster response time.
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once.
She's like the Nurse Joy of Genshin.
So please also take
She
a
is
chance to
everywhere
relax, you two.
and nowhere
You've
at the
been
same
working
time.
hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan! Whew, we can finally stop and take a break.
But the threat of the Abyss is still far from over.
Paimon knows that! It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing!
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right.
It'll be nether.
Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
I also hope the day of peace will come soon.
Huh? Is that the Traveler and Paimon? Hello, hello! Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
She shouldn't be.
Yep. Now really isn't the time to stay home and recover anyway. I wanted to do something to help.
Do you have to?
I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote areas. So I came here to sign up.
Impressive, Kachina.
Don't think I haven't heard about all the things that you've been doing. With everyone working so hard, I've got to do my part too. Oh, by the way, Shilonin told me that she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. She said that she's all set, and we can head over whenever we're ready.
Oh yeah, my
So
name.
we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names. Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
Shilonen is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of new and fun things. She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention.
Then we should properly thank her when we meet her. God, I can't talk.
Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we can go to see Shilonen together? She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't.
Yeah, she would.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
You're the future of your tribe.
On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while.
Such a weird child. Beyond the smoke and mirrors. Where are we off to? Oh, it's quite a distance. Oh, I can get there. Look, I like that. And it's right there. Oh, it's down. We going down. Children of Echoes. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. What the hell? Cat lady.
Shilonen, I brought the person who needs an ancient name. He's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from him. I can vouch that he's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yes.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
Yeah.
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Are you upset?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
Process away enough.
Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway,
She's got funky
I can't
eyes.
argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I've got plenty of deeds under my belt.
Yeah! I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
You're going to perform more in
Then
that
those
land.
deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
It's just starting to look like
Even
a race
the
thing.
greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Well, why not?
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shilonen just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
Nothing's impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of our plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how much she and the Archon trust each other.
Yeah! Let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we could still go back and talk to the Pyral Archon, right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence
Why am
and
I not
record his
acknowledged?
heroic deeds.
I should
We
be
heard the
acknowledged.
voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
We need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6 Wyab.
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eatstali.
Oh, we've heard that name before.
Have
We
we?
used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name.
I don't remember
A
that.
person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm sure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
She probably won't be very happy with us.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Well, yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into 2.
Huh?
Yeah, we broke that.
Great going, Mawika. We're already off to a rock start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Lali would still want to show respect to the Archon.
You're streaming.
I'll
Give
also
me an
write you a
early
letter on your
start.
behalf.
I'm good, thank
If you can find
No,
someone to
it wasn't
deliver
really
it
an
and
early
mention some
start.
good
I
things
start that
about
time
you,
every day,
then
unless I
that
do
should help too.
evenings.
Oh!
So that's a
let's
normal
ask
start
Denise
for
to
me.
deliver the letter.
He
How are
understands
you?
the whole situation and is already a familiar face
Welcome
to
in.
her.
How you doing, Retro?
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kaniche is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Boom.
Great.
Boom.
Then I'll go contact him right now.
Please just give me a moment to write the
I'm
letter.
good,
And
Tired.
we can meet up near the Statue
Aching.
of the Seven later.
but good.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Funky music. Should be a dance emote. Ooh, free stuff. That's normal down, okay, thank you. Really bad haver, but alive. Yeah, that's normal for me. Get up about 20 past 4, get to work for 5:30. So I get up at 4:20.
We meet
Get to
again.
work at 5:30.
Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Nightwind and convince Lali to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
420, I'm gonna have a good stream. Well, thank you for lurking. Enjoy
Because
your
we
lurk.
all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly
I need
flooded
to change
her
my
brain.
emotes.
The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
I keep expecting to say Night
She
Garden.
mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Auroron, and he also
Auroron.
hails from the Masters of the Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sitlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Wow.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
That's right. Auroron was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life.
Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroron, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
That's right. So in that sense, Auroron and Sitlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they
These
get
guys
along
talk
pretty
a
well.
lot.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroron joined the Fatui voluntarily, or if he was coerced. Sitlali is probably eager to prove that Auroron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk with her.
Oh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroron and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes. If you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Sitlali is the kind of person to
Good
turn
idea.
down an order.
Yeah. Plus, we kind of owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
You broke that, Paimon.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected, of Molly Kanich. Then, yeah, I'll leave my
Molly-po.
letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure, I'll head out right away.
Take care out there, Kanich. I'll be heading back as well. There's still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Couple of days. Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. Oh my god. Right. There was one of these I was gonna do. It was that. Let's do that. I can't do that. Characters are currently being used in another quest. Complete that quest. Oh, it's because it's matey, isn't it? Oh. It's, Stop. Yeah, it was that one. It's him on the left is being used. So I can't do it until he's done, annoyingly. What's this? Can you do that? Focused experience mode. Where's the hotel? Oh wow, I've got none of the markers in this place. Bom, 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 bom. Across the bridge. Across the bridge. The lift is coming to the current floor. Come on. Come on. Come on. God, what floor is this lift on? Where do I want to go? I want to go down. First floor? Maybe? Who knows? That's weird that the floor turns. Aha! I was right. Ah. Wait, you took me to the first floor to go up to the second. Damn it. Yep. Are we going up here? Oh, it's someone.
Hey, Navia! What you up to?
Shh!
Okay. Why the secrecy?
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
It was an accident.
Oh.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say. Oh, hey, cut her some slack. You gotta at least hear her out.
Wait!
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. Navia? Huh. So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
For what?
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Overworked?
Yeah.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Vermont can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
But Philmont can do the job, he just...
Monica, back inside, now!
Huh? But you said I shouldn't come back until...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have work to do.
Wow, I've had some bosses like that.
Wow, what a horrible person.
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again.
So, who was that?
Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days.
I know
and
that
he
feeling.
can barely even talk properly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. We're not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw. Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us.
There's a fast travel
Our
point
next
behind
thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up. And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way.
And then
Camping
you're going
out,
to approach Monica.
watching...
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now. Sorry. Paimon should have thunk before she spoke.
Paimon doesn't
Did
think.
Paimon ruin everything?
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think built for espionage.
Either way, Savannah's seen you now.
Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
Paimon will join you, 'cause this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
I don't want to say that though.
Oh, guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast. A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that. This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Aww.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
Paimon, don't make things more difficult.
All right. Since there's candy, Paimon will drop it. Not the candy.
Thank you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
A little highly strung, huh?
Looks like with Savannah in the kitchen.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Yeah, try it.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in! Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find Escoffier.
Treasure the bubble.
Escoffier?
Yay!
Could this mean...
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Yeah.
Can I go in here?
Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now.
No, I want to go in here.
Paimon doesn't see Monica and Savannah anywhere. Guess they went back to the kitchen?
Hello. I don't see your menu. Recipes. You got anything that uses sausage? Because I've got so many of those damn things. It all costs... I can't get all these. What is... Oh my god, look at this food! Garlic baguettes! I want a meal that deals with sausage. Duck. Cream of mushroom soup. I don't even know what that is. Duck again. Lasagna, seafood. get that one. Actually not. Damn it. Do you have anywhere I can cook in here? Of course you don't. Why would you have somewhere to cook? It's right in the middle. Oh, if I run down this way. Ha! No, I don't want to make any eggs. Right, anything that I can cook with sausages. I'll cook some lasagna. That uses bacon, I've got loads of that. That uses meat. That's just chicken, which for some reason is duck. Carrots, fish, chicken, chicken and fish, chicken, sausages. I just need chickens or any bird. Make some lasagna. Make some lasagna. Make some flour. 87. I got 12 of them, 66, 16, 10, 21, 18, 13, 72. Okay. Let's set that, make that. Where was it going? Up 2 floors. Oh, another fast travel point. Get all the fast travel points. There was one down there somewhere. Right, let's go back to that, because I feel like that's the same level. It's not the same level. Where is it? Right below me. Where am I going? So confused and lost. Boom, boom. Was it that big building there? That's the court. What? Oh, okay, it's taking me this way. It's taking me away from it. Oh. Well, this is depressing. In fact, I should have been in the water. Okay. Why is this place in the sewer? Oh, a view thingy. No, I want to get the view thingy and the teleport thingy.
So, who is this Escoffier anyway?
Escoffier.
Well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg, before Savannah. She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Bourg and restored the restaurant back to its former glory. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Bourg's history, after the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Gâteau de Bourg? That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right? Wow. Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Bourg was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu. But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility. And she was sent to the Fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede?
I don't even know what that is. We got something there just for eating someone else's cake. Apparently.
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah.
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really unfair.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out. It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the old one back.
Makes sense.
Well, about that...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove!
Wow.
You'd have had more sense in hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
I'm at a loss for words.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Yes, chef.
She have love hearts in her eyes.
Excuse us,
It's not gonna go well.
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
Yay! More talking. This is a right dive. They just left perfectly good meals there, look. Does she ever sit down?
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef.
She didn't want to go back to the hotel?
Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, chef.
Aww.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Firmo. That's the second time we've heard that name. Who is that again?
It's the guy that got
He's
ill.
the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So you two must be the world-famous traveler and his companion, Paimon. Yes? Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Since Hilaire's working for you.
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navia's come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
No, so it's your fault it's all gone tits up.
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either.
At least she's self-aware.
Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite. Fiamma and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
You gave Monica's candy wrapper to Escoffier.
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Exactly.
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica.
Escoffier?
I can't believe her. Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe. Unbelievable. I won't stand for this. She has to learn. Come on, we're going.
Wait, so now she's,
Whatever the reason she came up with.
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
No, she seems quite scary. Give me that point. How do I go up? I want more up. No, I fell down. Why did I jump? Such a fool. It's a nice little place. Right. Where we going? Into the hotel.
Wait, she looks like...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh. Oh, where are we going? Oh god, she's really sprinting.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
But, please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
Oh.
What the heck?
Okay.
Get up, Monica. Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake. But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
that's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fremont had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own, what happened back then, that wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that Lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Lumiline? What's that?
I was gonna ask that
A
question.
new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute, produced from an extract of the Lumitoile. Apparently it sharpens the senses, So they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guards' list of controlled substances. Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high. Because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time. And now look at you. A fry chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad, is it?
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great. That's where I'm dining from now on.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
Right.
No, chef.
So, you do remember who's boss? Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
I'm wondering the same
What
thing.
happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
God, I wouldn't come here and
Whoa.
eat. Not if they act like this.
Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Just give him some space.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business!
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
Huh? Fan Asian?
Who?
Aye, miladies.
Oh,
might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tête-à-tête between chefs at the Hotel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
The traditional
Cook
way?
off.
That can only mean one thing.
Sounds like we're in for a history lesson.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
According to legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant. The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Huh. It sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts. And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hotel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
Who do you think?
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place, after all.
Thought so. There's your answer.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hotel de Boer anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Exhibition. Huh. No. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Boer to me.
What? The Codex de Boer?
The hell's that?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Boer. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present and former head chefs of the Hotel de Boer have the right to read it.
Present and former. Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean.
I don't.
I want your copy. The original version. The one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right? They contain the exact same recipes.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original Codex?
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift, to thank Escoffier for her years of service. Asking for it back feels a little,
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the Codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
You sound surprisingly confident. All right then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Believe me, I'll show you.
Oh.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine.
I'll return
Let's
there.
head back to the Fleur.
Fleur de Federfa. We're heading back to this place. Oh.
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
Well,
no, not at all.
I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay, that's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
So anyway, what's this Codex de Boer she's so obsessed with?
That? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modeste's adventures. Back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes. Their creations had an enormous influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine, turning it into a much more vibrant and diverse scene. For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de Boer was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted.
So much talking in this
Modeste and
episode
Savelli
tonight.
went on to found the original Hotel de Boer, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world. Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Boer.
Ah, Paimon's heard heard this kind of story before. Armed with the Codex, the Hotel de Boer took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come. Something like that?
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that was popular last century? Anyway, never mind centuries. Sibeli and Modest parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modest passed away while he was still in his prime. And that was it. The end of the Hotel de Boer's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liyue's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their secret powers from.
Oh, shut up,
Yes,
Paimon.
well, that's fiction, and this is reality.
I know,
You
it's still
can't
fiction,
meet the
love.
taste of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Boer they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait, really? Why though? Didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modest wrote about. So, reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Boer of today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
Oh! Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Hey now,
You gonna have a
it
cook-off or
might
what?
not be the original Gâteau de Boer, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows, maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hotel de Boer never would have fallen into a slump.
Yeah.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the Codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the original copy?
Nobody knows.
Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Boer is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to give me the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Vanigem. But still.
What? Huh. Guess she's had a major change of heart since.
Nobody cares.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our Gâteau do the talking.
What does that mean exactly?
It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula.
You don't mince words, do you?
However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Yeah.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now is win the contest. But that should be a breeze for you.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Boer is very complicated to make. Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything. Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen. You just need to pick 2 of us.
Don't pick me.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to exceptionally high standards. Think you're up to the task?
Bring it on, come on.
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Tempted to lose this without having to cook
I
anything.
like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
What now?
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Just go for your knife skills and normal attacks to cut the fruit. It seems she will collect the slices and process them.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place is chopping. Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, it's just cutting
Yeah,
things.
thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients.
What's the cold press?
A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Yeah, please do. Display your machinery with the cold press. Tap your elemental skill to accelerate the cold press. Then use normal attacks to let it do its work. It seems like a special substance.
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird.
How was that?
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients. I processed all the fruit you chopped up earlier.
Wow! Even the smell is so much more concentrated. What next? Do we add all this stuff in?
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch closely.
Wait, what? Learn Scoffy's feat and master her precision cooking. The flavorings you got from her and multifunctional food processor can adjust the flavor profile of the dish. Strike a balance between fruity flavors and floral flavors to adjust the flavor profile.
Slowly.
What am I doing? Oh. There you go. Flavor balance complete.
And voila! Now it's your turn.
Meh. Everyone completes the flavoring processing.
Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try.
Well, thanks to an excellent teacher.
That goes without saying. Still, credit where credit's due. You did well. Alright,
Of course I did.
now for the part I've
I'm
been looking
awesome.
forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score.
Final score?
That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop
Chop
chop.
chop. Choppity chop chop chop.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely.
This agony. Because I've already done it.
Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but
I can mind under that
Paimon's
because
a bit of
they
a
don't know what I picked.
connoisseur when it comes to la food.
6 points.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
What? So you get Paimon.
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Me next, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
Aww.
Yikes, she's a harsh judge.
Now to the final dish.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
8.
Darn, that's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
Look at that face.
I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
Huh? How did you pull that off?
Because I'm awesome. It's all that practice and cooking for you.
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen.
Always.
I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, it's Hilaire! What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bois, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help.
And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Oh, look, he's standing.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Are you sure up for the task?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
So much talking.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Bois kitchen, so if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I mean, I hope so.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Bois?
I have not, but I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now. Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
Formal?
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! Again! Again!
She's an evil woman.
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Wow.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then Will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
You be a pot wash.
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get here?
Even I didn't notice you arrived.
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Formidable, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you. I probably should have brought you something stronger.
Yes.
She sounds like the worst. All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escaffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the trash now!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh man, that must be awful.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
Wow.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove yourself. What changed?
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad.
You sound it.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know.
You have a wife.
Even if I had to go
Welcome
it alone,
in, Twiki.
I will
How was your
present the
day?
perfect
How
gâteau.
are you doing?
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort of why I'm here.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was
You had a
going
shite
to,
day. Oh,
but
God.
then,
Is it really that
this
bad?
is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
That kid's got such a
fine by
manly
me.
voice.
But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next Fermat.
Really was.
I'm done with sucking it up.
I'm in a right grump
It's
about
time to
it.
try
Oh
and
no.
turn things around.
Don't
if
be a
this cooking
grump.
contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways,
Be
then I'm
happy.
sure she'll forgive me for this.
Hope you're right.
Well,
I've been sat here for the past hour listening to them talk about cooking.
third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef,
Hey, how you
so
doing?
nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Welcome in, Lil.
Great. Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina sponsored? Wait,
Was
you
well.
mean
She's
I'm
doing my head in.
cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to it.
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
I apparently can help.
All right, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives.
Is she got a tail? Discovery opted for a huge variety of dishes. Thankfully, both are skilled enough that even whatever.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
She just got plenty of praise and taught me an awful lot too. The time seemed to fly by.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
Guess I'm finally on the right.
Check on Escoffier. Well, where is she? Is she upstairs? Downstairs? Oh, she's there. Escoffier! Be a weird love heart eyes.
Why, Savannah? Why?
What you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Surely that's infinitely more useful than this old thing. Yeah, maybe.
It's not about an issue.
Still,
Were you
it's
two
just
friends?
We were. At least I always thought we were.
We can have another
She
flashback.
was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here.
Let's have a
and there, but
16th
she was
flashback.
quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief.
Sounds like you feel partly responsible. Were you a weird little tail?
Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with. I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex.
Didn't he have a falling out with someone as well?
Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart.
Aww.
Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks at every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli.
This
People
game is
started
very
gossiping about
good
Savelli,
heavy.
and
Yeah,
the relationship between the two gradually soured.
it really is. So what happened to them?
Everything came to an abrupt
heard
end
this
when
already.
Modeste, still in the prime of his life,
Oh, very
and still
food
hailed as
heavy.
a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness.
Yeah.
In
Well,
That was
tonight's
it?
been, I've been
They
going for
neither
an
had
hour
a
and a half
decisive
now,
split,
and all
nor
they've
got
done
the
is
chance
talk
to
about
properly
being a
reconcile.
chef.
Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Mo out of jealousy. Even as the latter was unlikely, it's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime. Still, beyond a point,
At least
there's
this
no
quest
way of
has
knowing what truly happened in
voice
the
actors.
past. All we can do
There's been a lot
is
of talking
try to make
this
sure
evening.
the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut.
With me on your team, there's no way we can lose.
Really? Well, I like the confidence. Don't let me down tomorrow then. You better bring your A game.
Don't tell me what to do. Wait until the following day. No, I need to level people up. Who was I leveling? 70, 70, 66. 67. And then... Oh, what's that? Money! Let's stand here. Push that. Clock. Wait, what time did it say? 12 o'clock. The following day. Meow. 1 minute to 12. Just been stood here staring at her for 24 hours.
It's cooking contest day!
Ah, that's not her.
But my research had so much.
Yay, cooking contest. Yay, things. Where's the guy? Oh. I gotta clean. Oh, let's go clean that. And then we'll do the cooking contest. Nurse Joy of Genshin, talk about your applesauce.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Dispatch my characters. Claim them all. Dispatch them all again.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Claim my
Thank
commission.
you for completing.
How are we doing now? 144. How much was it? 160. No one wants to talk about my apples. Oh. Would you like to talk about your applesauce? Do you even like applesauce? There you go. That's my question to you. Do you even like applesauce?
Did you hear the news? Escoffier's coming back for a
Cooking contest.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hôtel de Bord and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
Savannah, I brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Apple is dessert, not savoury.
Monica? Huh.
She's noticed you, love. Never
In the
mind.
interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label. The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
This is just...
Both contestants have taken their positions. Then,
Genshin Impact
without further
Bake
ado,
Off.
let the Hôtel de Bord cooking contest commence!
Layer 1. Okay. Make some gâteau de bois using Professor's patented precision cooking. You can start the flavoring process by seasoning Okay, what am I doing?
Monica,
Balance flavors.
even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right? Even the best chef in the
Available
world can't
flavoring
flavor their
process.
food without prepping the flavoring, right? Even
Oh.
the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go. Like an oven on full blast, this competition is quickly heat.
I don't want any of those. Why are they all red? Do I not have any other fruits? There we go. There they
Now
are.
hurry up and balance the flavor.
That's what I wanted. That one. Perfect.
Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors. Just think.
Ding! Layer 1 complete.
Come on, traveler!
Do. Layer 2. Two servings of fruity flavors, one serving of floral. Damn it. Move.
Alphonse! What are you playing at?
Give me a 1. Give me a 1.
Stop looking around and do it again!
Yes, chef!
Oh, tension in the ranks on Team Savannah. Will this slow?
There we go. Cookering! Flavor balance complete.
So,
How is that bottom one holding that weight?
what do you think?
I like how they just stare at each other. Layer 3. What do I need for this one? Booty is here. Am I early this time? Well, earlier than last time.
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe.
Move.
The balance of flavors is about right.
Add
But
2
the
servings.
quantity is too low.
I put 4 you in. Move.
I think this flavor profile is still a little bit off.
There we go. 6. 2. 5. Damn it. 3.
What are you doing, Escoffier? Your team's waiting on you.
Can we move, please?
Wow! Is Savannah serious? Can she really make up for lost time working on
2. Whew. I had dentist today. Ooh, how did it go? I really don't like the dentist. I don't know why I asked how it went. It's not really going to say it was amazing.
You
But,
can't
yeah.
match Escoffier's talent.
Twicky's never
I present
behaving.
to you, Gâteau de boer.
Use your elemental burst to complete your work.
The pinnacle of excellence!
Pinnacle of excellence. See, he never behaves. Now that I won't say as a fellow Brit.
I was just exercising caution. I had to make sure everything was perfect.
Total time 4 minutes. Flavors use 16. Whoops. Guess I was meant to do it quicker than that.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
Traveller, it's like they're having a stroke, for God's sake. Poor Traveller.
That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
It was a massive cake in a
Both make
minute
the
ago.
same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make gâteau de boer.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10. Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
No shirts being ripped.
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna dig in.
Why is he a judge?
I think maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
Me, probably.
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is far below the standard we would expect.
Worst French accent ever. It really is.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
Spent half the time berating her staff.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now,
Clearly they hired
all that
real French
remains
actors.
is to turn the plate over and
It's gonna
reveal
be
the
her.
chef's
I've
name
lost.
underneath.
What? It's Savannah?
No, that's impossible.
Hey, Savannah! You cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And everyone here can attest to that. It was Vanishem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them? Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge? Oh, or maybe her assistants let the team down.
You take that back!
Judges, we demand a rematch.
What did she do?
That's enough. What's done is done. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should have spotted it. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the Codex de Boer that much, you can have it.
Scoffier, no!
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over, and I won. That means you owe me the Codex, and I owe you nothing.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done. But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss, just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Is this over now? I'm really fed up with talking about food. I'm getting hungry.
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will succeed.
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's alright. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's mission accomplished for the Spina. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean, why bother with the whole cooking contest? It's such a waste of time and energy.
Apparently, I'm sure she's devastated, but what's done is done.
No. No! This doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
That's it? No secrets, no nothing? I don't believe it! This can't be happening.
Oh, Chef Savannah!
Yeah.
Savannah?
Savannah passes out reading through the original codex.
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh, I knew it.
Pent-up stress?
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following morning.
But why? Why would she do that?
Our
She's
best guess is
insane.
she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And there it is.
Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
Huh, about that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty Gateau myself.
Oh, I'm so fed up with this mission.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad? I made sure to taste test it before it was served.
You should have tasted it better.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made. Or in other words, We have a traitor in our midst.
Knew it.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Food safety?
Dun 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 dun.
Wait, you mean the Lumaline incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake!
Yeah, we know, Paimon. We figured all that out.
It's terrible. I'm so sorry.
You and your annoying
so
high-pitched
scared.
voice.
The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously?
All of the tears.
All this fuss over a little slip-up?
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress, and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor. So, you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
You mean... you forgive me?
Why did I choose
well,
this mission?
I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Be cozy. If they're still alive, I will.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the
They
original
just
codex
started.
would compel her to resort to blackmail?
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though.
Ugh. What happened to me?
I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature
Take it
items.
obvious, so it would be nice. So it would be nice. Okay. You mean Gâteau de Boer?
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be. But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert connoisseurs.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason. But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged.
All the
and
unhinged.
At some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
She thought the codex from Escoffier was a fake.
Yeah, It would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once.
If I was stood up there like that, I'd
and she
spit on
passed
him.
out.
Don't talk about me.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
New head chef, you say? What's her name? I don't think I've heard of her before.
Oh.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Get your hands on the codex, no matter what it takes.
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me. Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
You can drag it through the mud. So you let the Lumion into the kitchen. Hadway.
All this time, I've been blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
Yes, you are the problem. Are we done? Is it over with?
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
Goodbye, Frank Frenchman.
In that case, I'll go and update Vermont and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
Sure, let's go.
That was a long day.
Go on it, Joss.
I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
Oh god, she's left. No, don't go with her. What is it?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose?
The what? A little? I have
Every
no
year
idea.
they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home.
Oh, there's a thingy
always
on the ground.
one goose at the
on the
front
water.
whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually
I'm a
imagine
goose.
someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this about you and Savannah?
I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice. I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness.
I don't know if you're right.
Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way. Then she'll finally see the error of her ways.
No, she'll just think you're a dick. That's what she'll do. If I don't, I'll come back tomorrow. Come on. Level up! 68. Right. I need to find the blue fart cloud. Should be over here somewhere. Wait, where am I going? No. This way? Blue fart cloud. There he is. Oh, I'm not climbing that mountain. Just seem to be always at the bottom of a mountain. This dude here is a right douche. He'd like stay. Oh, it's not Harry. It's someone else. There's one of those guards just stays outside the town, and his blind girlfriend thinks he's off in a different continent fighting a war. Find all the weird little blue things. Spin! Oh, what are these? Come on, guys.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Wind blade!
Oh, I was trying to use this fire. Do that.
With the wind!
Off you go.
Let's light it up!
Hi. Just die. Ah. Ah.
Off we go!
Oh, you're a water one, you're fine.
I'm going in! Ow!
that. Give me that. Spin! Where'd he go?
Let's light it up!
Yeah, your water, you ain't lasting long at all. Can't see. Just die! Use the resin! XP! Oh, you're almost dead now. Joe made all this new food. Lasagna! Next blue fart cloud. Get out of the tree, Razor. Come on. Behave now. See you guys. Oh, he's a big one, isn't he? The size of him. Oh, mine.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
I didn't even know I was stood next to that. Level up. 69. One more. Well, it should be two more of these should get me to 70. There's a chest in there. Blue fart cloud? Oh, it's the stupid... I hate these bloody things.
Judgment!
Lights out.
Will you pack it in?
You can't run! Get back! Disappear!
Sod off you. Where's the other one gone? Oh, you just come out with full health. Hi, Lauren. How you doing? All cozy in bed? Why won't he die? Get off the wall. Oh, there we go, more of them. Yep, thought you would be. Right, we need you, and boom!
Stand back.
Thanks for the health. Pack it in! Who else is it? You. Just die. Give me that. Who's left?
Shiver. You can't run.
Just want you to die. Feel the pain. Right. I did it. What's that get me to? 70! Oh my god, I need all those things. I need those things for you. Have I got any masks? I can make 3. And you need leveling up. Oh, I can level you up. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's gone. Right. Do we finish that quest before we go? Wait until 5 AM. No. Two minutes past that, dude. I just wanted to get everyone up to the levels. Ba-da-dum. Go to the hotel. No. It is all the way up here. Hotel de something. Hotel de Bois, de Bode, de Boo, de Barrow. Hopefully it's just gonna be a quick chat.
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Vanigem isn't for a while.
I wanna check on Escoffia.
Check on her? Why? What happened? Oh no. Escoffier, are you alright?
Step.
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me.
You really did pull out all night of them.
Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all?
You drank it all? Let me get you a fresh one.
Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
Go to Cafe Lucas, optional. Wait, where's the other one? Oh, wait, have I got one?
Coffee.
What's highlighted in here? Nothing. I do not have coffee. I need to go buy coffee. Quick! Get me to the coffee! Oh, I've not got a marker down there. Hi, coffee's needed.
Hello, what can I get for you?
I need coffee,
sure
stat.
thing. We're here to go. Huh? Oh, I see. First cup of the season. Yeah, I get it. Young people these days do love their little surprises.
You weirdo. Not convinced we're on the same page here, but I'm not here to chat. Let's get this coffee. What else do you do? Oh, some coffee beans. I got 27 of them. Oh, your food's crap. Quick! Coffee! Huh.
Coffee.
Give. Have a box of coffee.
Oh, I smell coffee.
Yeah, it was wrapped up nicely in this box of a ribbon.
I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler in Paimon.
You're welcome.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up on your sleep when you get the chance.
How goes the investigation?
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small. I can't believe it's caused so much drama.
And yet, look at this kitchen.
Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why?
Let me
What's
guess, she's gone.
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her. Only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hôtel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened. If she's not here, then where could she be?
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled. What does it mean?
Wait a second. This feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures.
Part of the hotel?
Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
The Codex de Bord? Then, this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gâteau de Bord?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Geez, Savannah. Anything to overcome a Gâteau plateau, huh?
Ugh, idiot. Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
Hold on. There's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
Yeah, I'm not reading all that.
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
Retrieve the codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest.
So did Savannah
But
blackmail
now,
Monica?
it turns out
Was it the other way around? Meanwhile, somewhere deep beneath the sea...
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put 2 and 2 together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident. The demand for a cooking contest. The instruction to blackmail Monica. Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan, wasn't it, Monica?
Dun 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 dun! Why am I, like...
we should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this really
Yeah, we
takes
need
the
to...
cake.
If we're going underwater, I need to heal. Or do we save this bit till next time? Time's it. I might actually save this bit till next time. So let's do my wishars that I've got. Can't afford any more. Let's go. Give me something good. It's gonna be basic. Skyrider sword. Slingshot. Why do I always get crap? I can't even afford another wish. $144. 106. Is there anything I can do to get another wish? Oh wait. Wait. Clang. What would be my next thing? Oh, it'd be money. How can I get another wish? This gives me wishes. What gives me the thingies? There's nothing basic here, is there, that'll give it to me? That one? Already done that. Wait. Circle of the Abyss. Current progress, Abyss Corridor 4, level 3. And you want me to get to floor 8, chamber 3. Yeah, I ain't doing that. That ain't happening, is it? So yeah, we'll leave it here for this evening, I think. But I want to thank you all for joining.